I knew one day we'd have to make this video, and that is because today Queen Elizabeth, the Queen of the UK, has passed away. So quite upsetting news, and we just wanted to talk to you guys and tell you about our British family's response to it. I knew we'd have to make this video because we made one before about how much Brits love the Queen, to explain to you guys just why we do respect her. And we made one when her husband passed away, Prince Philip.
Yeah.
And there were times during COVID when there was news that she'd got COVID. And I always thought, everyone always knew, right, this day would come. And it seems odd to say that it's quite a shocking day when a 96-year-old has passed away, because obviously we all knew it was going to come, but yeah, we just want to make this video just really to record our response, our respect for her, acknowledge a good life led.
I suppose it's to acknowledge this moment in time, which is quite significant for us. She was our monarch for such a long time. She came to the throne in 1953. She's been monarch all of that time. She's was monarch of the UK, but also, I don't know, numerous Commonwealth.
I think you've touched on the really important thing there, to understand about, well, certainly my relationship and how I feel about the Queen is that she has been Queen the whole of my life.
And she has
been Queen
the whole of my life.
Now what that means is, obviously I don't personally know her, so in that sense I'm not overwhelmed with sadness in the sense of it's like somebody that I know, but it is somebody that has been on the money that I use every single day. She's on the stamps that we use every single day. You know, she's a part of the fabric of life, this fabric of society that you become really familiar with. And so, even though I don't know her personally, now that she's passed away, it does feel a bit, well, it's stepping into like a new dawn, yeah. You feel a bit scared, you feel a bit shocked, you feel a bit like, oh God, what's going to happen now? Yeah, it's a bit like when COVID happened. When COVID first happened, there's a real sense of anxiety around the country and within yourself, because it was you're so unsure with what was going to come. Like your current paradigm for how the world operated had just overnight shifted. So
I think as well, though, it's more than just being, on our currency and on our stamps. Most of our significant state days, it involves the monarch, and so she's been there. So whilst we don't know personally, do we? But you have a sense that you do know her.
Yeah.
Christmas Day, often for most families, the main part of the day often is turning into the Queen's speech. She gives a speech to the nation every year, so you have a sense of her.
Yeah. And the other thing that I want to talk about, and like I say, we have done a video before on some of the amazing things the Queen has done, and there's many that she's done, but one of them I think is really important is to talk about like how well liked she is. And that's not me just saying, oh, she's well liked because she's the head of a state or a queen. I want to explain to you why Brits actually do really like her. And it's not just that she's queen. And I think the reason it is she's almost got this like saint-like presence. So she's been in our life, and in that time, she's almost done nothing wrong. She never gets involved in politics, so she's never on one side arguing and then other people that disagree with her are going to dislike her. She's led a very conservative and family orientated life. She's not had any periods of time where she's like some of our other role models, like everyone seems to do, because humans are all so frail, and in modern life you get to hear about all of their weaknesses. She's not had any divorces, she's not had any run-ins with controversy. She's kind of been this image in our British public life, and whilst all the other people that we know, celebrities, politicians, famous sports people, have come and gone and have maybe had some level of controversy, she really hasn't.
And I think, are we ever going to get anybody like that again? And she's almost got this sort of like a wiseness to her now.
Yeah.
It's the fact that, most of the people in our living memory, she's met, you know, famous people, influential people, statespeople, politicians. She's met them. She's had a relationship with them.
That was always the thing that fascinated me about her, in terms of, I think a lot of Brits from being young are probably like a want to meet her, even if they don't realise they have, like, subconsciously you kind of, oh, it would be cool to meet her, because then that means that you've done something amazing, because that's the only way that a normal person gets to meet her. But what I find most fascinating about it is not just because I want to meet her because she's the Queen or all of these types of things, it's because I think as a person, as a result of all of the conversations she's had with everyone, historical figures for essentially the last 70 years, you know, it doesn't matter who it is, they don't have to be Brits, it's Nelson Mandela, it's all the leaders of different countries, it's leading like musicians, it's really everyone. I think that she would be a superbly fascinating insight into humanity, how it's progressed, how the culture has advanced, because she's been in touch and integrated in so many different cultures, and with them the leading people from those cultures who are obviously communicating to her the most interesting parts of their lives. So I think that's what's most fascinating about her. And it is very sad that she's passed away. It is going to be a real traumatic time, I think, for our country. For example, there's loads of questions that I just come to mind once you move past the sadness of the Queen, the person that she is, has passed away. It's just like things like, what happens now with the money? What happens? What happens? I know that seems like a really inconsequential thing to worry about, but it is also the fabric of like our society. It is a thing that I interact with on a daily basis.
It will be okay.
I know it'll be okay.
We'll have a period of mourning, and then, you know, the first thing that's said after a monarch dies is, you know, they'd say the Queen is dead, long live the King. So we now then look forward to celebrate our new monarch,
Charles III. Yeah.
Charles III.
I do think though, it is a period of time where you're going to mark, this was the period before and this is the period after. So I'll give some equivalents. For me in my lifetime, similarities might be the September 11th bombings, the coronavirus outbreak, the Queen passing away, when Princess Diana died. Like, people attribute periods of time to those things happening.
The shooting of John Lennon.
The shooting of John Lennon.
In my lifetime.
Yeah. Humans going to the moon, that type of thing.
Gosh, yeah.
And so this will be a time, like the time before this was when the Queen was alive, and then 2022 that's the time where she's not alive. Yeah, it's daunting, isn't it? It is sad as a way. She was like, honestly, I do think maybe people might say, well, you're British, so of course you would think that, but Brits can be really cynical about public figures. She was just a nice, sweet old lady, right?
Yeah.
She was known to be, and lots of the royal family are not like that, or there's media that says there's not like that. So it's not that she's just a member of the royal family. She really just did seem like a genuine, sincere, hardworking,
oh my goodness, hardworking, dutiful
person.
Yeah.
So I guess, thank you for being the Queen for so many years, over 70 years. We're sad that you've gone.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.